Hey everybody, Penjamin15, and we're going to review the Bic Cristal Xtra-Smooth ballpoint pen. Alright, so it's your pretty standard pen. When you think of an ink pen, you pretty much think of this. When I was a kid, you would take the cap out of this, and the ink out, you would just yank it out, and then you have a spitball shooter. The spitball shooter review will probably have to wait for another time. Okay, that's probably a different, my second channel maybe, I don't know. Some type of juvenile delinquent themed YouTube channel. But this is stationary, so let's get back to it. Alright, so the packaging claims that this is 35% smoother than the normal ink that they use in their regular crystal pens. So let's try it out. Okay, so right there, that's one of my main complaints about the ballpoint pen. It's not that it's not that this is a bad ballpoint pen, but it's one of the things that just kind of steer me away from most ballpoint pens is that the ball rests and then there's a dry spot, and then you have to scratch it to get it going, and then you can write. You know, if that's not a bother for you, then guess what? Ballpoint pens are for you. There's a bunch of ballpoint pens that don't do that. Some do. It's not a big deal, but clearly it is for me. Okay. You know, it's not bad. It's a pretty dark line. I'd say this is probably a 0.7, maybe a 0.8 size tip. They just claim that it's medium. All right. But it does write fairly smooth. I mean, and you can't beat the price on these. You can buy a whole bag of them for almost nothing. And if, you know, you lose it, it's not the end of the world. You got 9 more. If somebody borrows it, they never give it back, it's not the end of the world. Now you have 8 more, and so on and so on. All right, so let's get to a little bit of a different kind of portion of the review. All right. Quality of the line. Okay, so quality of the line is good. You know, how does it feel in your hand? It's got this 6-sided shape. That's some type of math term, hexagonal. I don't know. I'm not a math person, clearly. But regardless of how you grip it, you know, it always feels like it should in your hand. So I'm going to call the feel good. Okay. Now, while testing the fatigue and basically testing my fatigue while using the pen is very narrow. I typically like a thicker pen when I'm writing, especially for longer periods of time. I experience less fatigue. So about 2-3 paragraphs in, you know, you have to grip it so it's such a small grip that, you know, it just a little bit more fatigue. So I'm going to call that average. Because let's face it, in the times we live in, not too many people write paragraphs at a time. So, and then is it cool? I don't know. That's probably the most subjective category on this list. For me personally, not really. Okay. Now, you know, I get a lot of comments on other social media platforms, you know, like, what's wrong with this pen? What's wrong with that pen? There's nothing wrong with those pens. If you enjoy this pen, then guess what? It's a cool pen. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you're unsophisticated, this, that, and the other, because there's a gentleman that I work with that his passion is coffee. So I have, well, what's wrong with my cup of coffee talk with him? And then he gets into the finer nuanced points of enjoying a cup of coffee. And it's the same thing with me. My coffee just happens to be stationary. So if you enjoy this pen, use it. If you want to learn a little bit about, you know, what's out there, then follow me and enjoy it. Like I said, I am not an expert on stationery. I am a lover of stationery, and hopefully the more I learn about it, the more I can pass that on to you. Okay? So, I have rambled. Uh-oh, where's my green thing? Oh no, my smash the like and subscribe-esque card. Here we go. These are social medias. These are me. I hope you guys are having a great time. I enjoy doing these. I have to wait till the dog goes to sleep because the last one the dog just kept barking. Alright, but Jasper's doing okay. He says hi. Take care, guys. Bye.